Chazak u'baruch, Shavua Tov, good morning. Shana Tova M'vorechet. This morning we have started the fast of Gedaliah, Tzom Gedaliah, which to many is a little bit blurry. Why are we fasting? And for what reason? Why specifically today? So firstly, the Rambam writes, and it's very important to note, that the main reason why we're fasting is because it was a very tragic event that happened during Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, during the intermediate days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And therefore, in order to promote more Teshuvah, more repentance, Chachamim instituted this fast. There were many horrible tragedies and deaths and martyrs amongst and along Jewish history. However, since this specific event took place in between, or we'll soon see on Rosh Hashanah, to promote more Teshuvah, we start off the Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, the intermediate days, with the fasting. So now what exactly happened? Well, the first Beit HaMikdash, the first temple, was destroyed in the year 3338, which was 2,440 years ago. Now, 2,440 years ago. Once the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, the first one, happened, unfortunately, many Yehudim fled Israel and specifically Jerusalem. However, there were still a small amount of Jews who did stay in Yerushalayim, and the emperor appointed Gedaliah ben Ahikam as their governor, meaning he was the communication between them and the Jewish people. It was who was it exactly? No, but Gedaliah ben Ahikam was the Jewish governor who was appointed by the Romans. By the Romans. Yeah. I believe it was Romans. No. What happened was many of the Jews, or there were a certain amount of Jews, who were not happy with the appointment of Gedaliah ben Ahikam. Sinat Chinam, literally from back then, obviously. What happened was there's an individual named Ishmael ben Netanyah. This man was very jealous and did not agree with the appointment. Again, we could understand where he was coming from. Who's going to tell me that a goy is going to tell us who's going to be the Nasi in the Jewish world? So, as crazy as it sounds, we could understand where he's coming from. I'm not siding with him, obviously, but we understand where he's coming from. What he did was,
he's also from the family of...
He felt that he deserved it. He felt that he was the one who was supposed to be the leader of the Jewish people, the governor, so to say. What happened was that year 3339, on Rosh Hashanah, Ishmael ben Netanyah came with 10 men to join Gedaliah ben Ahikam. Now, Gedaliah had heard that there were some jealous people. He even heard that Ishmael wanted to kill him, but he avoided those theories, and he was strong with the emunah and bitachon with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Nevertheless, on Rosh Hashanah, Ishmael ben Netanyah came with 10 men to eat the seudah for Rosh Hashanah with Gedaliah, and in the middle of the seudah, they got up and they killed all of the people at that meal, including other of the Roman guards which were around. So that was a very, very sad and bitter day for the Jewish people. We're talking months, it's not even so long. Months after the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, and then the Jewish governor was appointed to be somewhat of a good link and liaison with the Romans, was slain. It was a very, very sad day for the Jewish people. So what happened after that was the Goyim, they saw that amongst the Jews themselves they have no peace, no shalom, and they officially exiled all of the Jews from Yerushalayim. And that is the reason why we fast today. Really, the fast should have been on Rosh Hashanah. This happened on Rosh Hashanah. But since Rosh Hashanah is a Chag, so it's pushed off, not the first day, not the second day, the 3rd of Tishrei. This year, since Shabbat was the 3rd of Tishrei, again it was pushed off to the 4th. Today is the 4th of Tishrei. And again, starting the intermediate days of Aseret Teshuvah with a fast. Now, some halachot for this fast very briefly. Who's obligated to fast? So like all fasts, again, this is a rabbinical fast, but it should not be treated lightly. It's still important fast to fast. All men and women from bar and bar mitzvah and up are obligated to fast. Now, anyone who's sick, and even if it's not a sickness, lo alenu, which is deathly, even if it's just a regular cold or sickness, a major headache, all of this would acquit one from fasting today. All the more so if there's complications, diabetes, lo alenu, or any other of the even simple complications, one is completely exempt from this fast. Again, one's health is more important than all of the fasting possible. Elderly people who feel that they are too weak to fast also have an exemption. I had a couple teenagers come to me yesterday and say, Rabbi, we're going to play basketball tomorrow. I said, no, it's a fast day. So they asked me, can you give me a heter so that I can play basketball in order that I can drink and I can eat? But that's obviously not a worthy warrant to exempt one from fasting. Very important is, are we allowed to brush our teeth today? That's a very big question. Halacha is, by all the fasts, except for Tisha B'Av and Yom Kippur, one is allowed to brush their teeth, use mouthwash, rinse themselves, take a shower, wash the face. All of it is permitted, and I even go further to say it's a chiyuv. Because on Tisha B'Av and Yom Kippur, we expect our fellows' breaths to be not smelling like roses, so we keep a distance. But today, since it's seemingly a normal day, it would be proper and kavod habriot, ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha, to definitely brush your teeth. It's brought down not to put a revi'it of water or liquid in your mouth at once. So to use a little bit less liquid in order, and obviously making sure not to swallow, to do as much as we can, not to swallow. One more halacha. What if someone by mistake started to eat? Do they continue, or drink? Do they continue the fast or not? Or do they need to make it up or not? The halacha is, by these fasts, one needs to continue the fast even if they ate or drank. That means if this morning someone had a full meal, they don't need to eat till tomorrow morning. It doesn't matter. No matter how much or whatever you ate or drank, you do continue the fast. You do not need to make up the fast. One who's not fasting today should ideally not eat meat and obviously anything, and not to go out of their way. Candy, ice cream, wine. Eat and drink in order to sustain oneself, in order to give. Mincha tonight is going to be at 6:40.